Hi guys, I'm Justin from GuitarMadeEZ.com, and here's a quick little lesson here on how to play Ben Harper's Amen, Omen. So anyways, real easy acoustic song. Got to know a couple basic chords. You got to know your A minor, okay? You got to know your G, but it's kind of a funky G. It's not this regular G that I usually teach. It's this right here, okay? So you got your ring finger on the 3rd fret E string and your middle finger's on the 2nd fret A string. Okay, so it's kind of like one of those G's right there, and then your pinky is on the E string, but actually in the song we don't put our pinky on the E string. So you got to know those. You got to know C major. You got to know what else? You got to know here. You got to know a couple power chords. Know your power chord forms, and then also know your F bar chord. Okay, this one's a little bit harder. A lot of people play F when they start out like that, but I want you to play it for this song especially like that, okay? So, anyway, starting off, this song starts off really slow, and this is the intro or the verse of the song, okay? There's 2 different ways to play it. I use both in the song because that's what I believe he does. And it sounds spot on. So when the song first starts, you make that A minor, okay? So the chord progression is A minor, and then F, then C, then G. Okay, but he plays it a little bit differently. So when he plays it, he plays... Okay, so starting off with that A minor, and it's just that over and over again. Starting off with that A minor, what we want to do is we want to strum it, and we're hammering on with our middle finger on that D string. Okay, so listen very carefully. This is what I do. So I'm down strumming 6 times total. The first 3, I'm just strumming A minor, and the second 3, I'm hammering on. I'm strumming A minor again, but I'm hammering on with my middle finger on that D string. So same thing with the next chord, F. So I'm hammering on this 1st fret. It's an F note, but the E string. Okay, so make that bar chord that's an F major. And then I want you to hammer on, so, okay. Next chord is C, it's a little bit different. So 2 down strums, and then you hammer on, you make that C and you hammer on with your middle finger again, on that 2nd fret D string. Then put your pinky on the 3rd fret D string, take it off, now take your middle finger off the 2nd fret D string, and then put it back on, so it should sound like this. And then I do an up down, I strum up, and then I strum down, and when I put my middle finger back on the D string, so it's, there was that up down. Hear that? Okay. Next, the same strumming pattern with this G. And all this G is, I'm not strumming the G all the way through, I'm basically just strumming these bottom strings right here, okay? So, I'll play the verse and the intro one time through slow so you pick it up. So, okay, so that should be pretty easy, really not too bad, just some, just moving your fingers around, keeping basic chords, and moving your fingers within the chord around. So how that differs when the song picks up and when the bass comes in, the drums and stuff like that, is what happens is he just strums a little bit more, and this is what he does. I'm doing the same thing, however, instead of just down strums, that first time I showed you this intro, when it was really slow, I was doing primarily down strums. Now I'm just throwing in some up strums with it, okay? So I'll play it again really slowly so you can kind of pick it up, okay? Another hint too, when playing this song, you don't want to strum your chords all the way through and make it sound like... That's too loud. He plays it really soft. He only strums these strings right here. When he plays an F minor, he doesn't play all the way through. He only plays these strings, okay? When he plays the F, he's only playing those first 4 strings. He's never really hitting the 5th or the 6th string. He might hit the 5th a little bit, but not the 6th. So just play the bass of the chord, okay? When it goes into the chorus of the song, what he plays is F, C, G, A minor. Okay, so all it is just F, C, A minor. And I kind of like to do that. I just take my pointer finger off and put it back on. So, hear it? Okay, so that's pretty easy. And then when it goes back into the verse, there's a little kind of fill that last time around in the chorus. Okay, it goes... Hear that part? Okay, so what he's doing is he's playing the chorus, so the F, C, G, and now he's going up to this chord right here, which is a, looks like an A sharp major, okay? So, then he goes down to F, then he plays the power chord of A flat, and then goes to, which is on the 4th fret and 6th fret right there, and then he goes up 2 frets to the 6th fret and 8th fret, so, and then back into the intro or verse. And that's the whole song right there. It's really not too hard. I want to try to make my lessons faster and quicker so you guys can pick up on this stuff. But if you have any questions, let me know, send me comments, send me messages. Definitely check out my website. There's all kinds of cool free stuff on there to teach you how to play guitar. So I'm just trying to make this the easiest way possible, and I'm teaching you the way I learned. So learn from my mistakes, which I made every mistake you could possibly think about out there, but I'm self-taught. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next lesson. Take care.